What's up, folks? In today's video, I'm gonna take you through all my clubs, all my specs, and even behind the scenes of a tour level fitting.
That is insane, dude.
Then I'm gonna head out on the course, we're gonna get some yardages, we're gonna bring the Uneekor out, we're gonna get dialed in. We've also got giveaways and a very special announcement. This is the most exciting what's in the bag I've ever done, and that's for one very simple reason. Well, it's actually 14 simple reasons. All the clubs are brand new. I'm gonna start with what I think is the most interesting club, it's the most important club. It's also the club that you probably have a lot of questions about. Indeed, the putter. So this is the DS72 PLD, which I am absolutely in love with. This happens to be the same exact putter that Victor Hovland uses. And my first experience when I grabbed the club and started putting with it was the weight. We went with a neutral balance as opposed to face or toe. And one of the coolest things about getting fit for the putter in Arizona was the foundation that you're putting on.
This is our putting table.
Yeah.
5 pieces of black granite put together. It's 70 tons, 45 feet, 10 inches long, 6.5 feet wide. It is leveled to within 1/1000th of an inch. So it's about as flat of a surface as you'll find anywhere. And that just helps us make sure that whatever we observe from, whether we're using the robot or working with the player is, attributed to the putter and not any outside influences.
I think putting is mostly a feel thing and a repetition thing. So feeling great about the putter. Next up, we're gonna go to the other side of the bag, the driver. This is the G440, it's the LST 9 degrees. Technically speaking, the most forgiving driver you can play. You got a ton of flexibility in how you set this up. Mine is actually just set up at neutral, but you could go up or down, open or closed. You still have the turbulators, which we all know is a mile/per-hour club head speed. We love that. I also love the look. Down at address, you've got this like carbon fiber sheen, which is really nice. I've always played like a sub 10 degree driver, so that's still pretty normal to me. But the shaft was really kind of a revelation. I went with the shafts that I was used to using and they weren't working as much. I was snapping them or I was floating them out to the right. But with this one, it just, for some reason, got my tempo.
So we're gonna try the Tensei. Oh, Eric, that's so good. Those numbers right there, 164 ball speed, 11 launch, 2300 spin, 282, 310.
Yeah, it was low.
Really good. Okay, we're done.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
We're dialed into the Tensei.
Tensei, sensei. Yeah. Tensei K Black, that's a 65 gram X-Flex shaft. And the grip, obviously, as always, I'm an MCC multi-compound Golf Pride guy. I like it. I feel pretty confident over the ball with this club, which is kind of a new thing. I'm kind of thirsty. Should we do the LMNT ad right now? This is one of the 15 clubs that goes in my stomach. I don't know if you've heard of LMNT. I don't know if you're into electrolytes. I don't know if you like being hydrated. I'd be surprised, honestly, if you hadn't tried LMNT. That would be my first take. No shade, though, if you haven't. I mean, you also know, like, I hit the sauna pretty hard. My favorite thing about it, though, is that LMNT actually makes a sparkling electrolyte beverage. I didn't even know they made that, but before that, I was putting LMNT in sparkling water. So we're on the same page. And if you want to get on that page, too, hit the link. 4 hours of golf, 110 degrees. I'm drinking all this and I don't feel thirsty. First of all, this is dope. It's the sample pack. And this has got all the flavors. DrinkLMNT.com. If you buy anything from there right now, you're gonna get the variety pack, which has all 8 flavors. I think on some level I invented this. Probably not. Sparkling electrolyte beverage. Let's see. No caffeine, no sugar. Great for fasting. Nothing dodgy. All electrolytes. That smells good. Wow. Man, I could drink this all day long. Ping is specifically known for their woods. And what's exciting this year is they came out with a 4-wood. So this is a G440 4-wood. It's set flat, which is what my red dot specs on the irons would show. Again, went with a matching Tensei K Black 75 gram. I love this club. I can either cut it and hit it 235, or I can draw it and hit it like just above over 250. So really like the workability of this club. Great off the tee, great from the fairway. Maybe the biggest change in the bag, if you ignore the putter, would be the hybrid. I used to play 4 iron, then 3 driving iron, and then 5 wood. So what I've changed to is 4 iron, 4 hybrid, 4 wood. So really changed out that long game.
There we go. And I can make an adjustment to that too.
Still feels low, doesn't it?
That's a little on the low side.
That hybrid has no idea what you just did to it. It's just like, ah.
That was much better.
That was better.
All right, let's see what that one did.
God, that's a beautiful golf ball.
Yeah.
If this club is struck well, it's going just under 235. And it's coming in at an angle that's like way more doable. Whereas before with the 3 iron, it just wasn't getting high enough and it would kind of top out at like 215. Right? Maybe 220. And then if you ever turned it over, it was just gonna run off the green. It's great in the rough, it's great from the fairway, it's great on par 3s, and it goes so fucking high that you feel like it's gonna stop anywhere. So use this on a handful of par 3s and sometimes on short par 5s. This is a fun golf club. I also love the head cover, vintage. All right, so that's the top portion of the bag. Now I'm gonna go to the wedges, which honestly, the wedges have and have not changed from the last what's in the bag. It is the same heads, the S159s. I've got H grind on the 58 degree. It's an 8 degree bounce. And then I've got a 50 and a 54, both with an S grind. That's got a bit more weight to it. Bryson used this club to get up and down on 18 at the US Open, which is sick. I love that. Even the black, I love the black. The thing that has changed with the wedges is I got fitted. So these are the red dots. So they're a little flatter, which I have noticed has created more consistent contact, especially on like quasi full wedge shots, you know, 100, 120, 90 yards, things like that. The other thing that's changed is the shaft. So these are a dynamic gold S400, which is really exciting. They're a tad heavier, which I like, and I love these guys. These are honestly some of my favorite clubs in the bag. I pull these out and I just feel like go time. Instead of pulling all the irons out like I kind of wanted to do, I'm just gonna start with 1 iron here, the 7 iron. We golfers know the 7 iron is the best club ever made. The Blueprint S is really, I think, the pinnacle of iron design. It's no secret that Ping places a large portion of their investment into engineering. And what that turns into is a lot of really interesting things done with the club head itself. Ultimately, you've got what really is not a muscle back and not a cavity back. It's not a blade. It's sort of this in-between moment where you've got an incredible amount of stability. And then also on the bottom, if you kind of look at the bottom, it's rounded where your interaction with the turf is going to be. So you get a really pleasant turf interaction where I never really noticed toe or heel dragging. Now, perhaps the biggest reason why I don't experience any toe or heel hits is because of the red dot. Karsten invented the dot system kind of on the fly. I mean, the guy's an inventor. He wasn't really trying to get into the golf business. He was an engineer who was trying to develop stuff for JPL and NASA. But then he got interested in golf, as we all do, and felt like he could engineer products that were better than the market had created at that moment. He was able to determine, based on how far your wrists are from the floor, what the lie angle should be and what the loft should be. I'm kind of really excited to look at, like, not so much what I can do for the iron, but what the iron can do for me.
And that's what it's about.
Yeah.
Right? It's about me fitting to you,
Yeah.
not you fitting to the clubs.
Exactly.
There's your straight shot.
Wow. That is absolutely
Works
shocking.
as advertised.
That was a 2-foot draw.
That's why color code is important.
That is insane, dude. I'm a red. General is black. That's neutral. That's a 0 degree lie angle, normal loft. Also, this is really cool. This is, if you're in the rough, it minimizes the rough wrapping around the hosel and closing the club face. So some type of relief here, which is great. I also love the white line on the bottom groove. I don't know why, I just love it. So that's the clubs in the bag, but we're not done with the bag, okay? At Random Golf Club, we love making gloves, okay? And I wanna tell you about this glove because we engineered this glove from the ground up to be not just the most comfortable glove, not just the sexiest glove, but one of the most durable gloves. The Random Golf Club glove, this is CL2, stands for Cabretta Leather, version 2. Love this glove. Also, you haven't seen brown yet, that's coming out. Very excited about that. I carry the Link Pro for my Arccos. I use my Apple Watch a lot, but when I don't want to use the Apple Watch, I just throw the Link in my pocket. It catches every shot, flawless, super easy. It's a great way to relive your best shots, to learn what you're doing great, what you're not doing great. Oh, I almost forgot my towel. These are from my Scandinavian homies here. I can't tell if I'm holding it the right way, but it says Local Rule, which is a totally high quality apparel golf company, vibey company in Stockholm. Talking about style, music on the golf course is a key component of enjoying your life. This is a beast. Turtlebox, Houston-based audio company. They were fishermen that just wanted to basically make a Yeti that had sound in it, that if it went in the water, it wouldn't get messed up. They made the most bulletproof, the loudest, the longest battery life I've ever experienced of any portable speaker. Turtlebox always, magnet on the cart, come on. I sometimes use a rangefinder. I always use SESH. That's a very important thing. If I was in Asia, I would rock this thing today to avoid the sun. Pretty cool thing here. We designed this umbrella last year with Weatherman. It's got the auto closure. I mean, this thing is the Ferrari of umbrellas, made by a weatherman, no less. Like literally, the founder is a meteorologist. So he knows when it's gonna rain. This is a sick product, so we're psyched about this. Kef, ready? Bam! Now we're coming around to the main chassis here in the back. Bandon Dunes Chapstick. I always rock Chapstick. And what's funny is I was never a Chapstick guy, but for some reason, certain courses sell logo Chapstick, which is like my favorite thing. So I've got Bandon Chapstick, I got Pinehurst Chapstick, the Waste Management Pro-Am gave away Chapstick. Love logo Chapstick. Also, been playing a Vice ball recently. Pretty good ball. I'm playing the Pro, but I also like the Pro Plus. Kind of like the matte yellow one. Some things never change, friends. This would probably get me in trouble in the airport. 9 different currencies: Jamaica, Egypt, Costa Rica, Mexico, India, Bulgaria. And my favorite, well, the euro and the pound, but my favorite, the Vietnamese Dong. 1,000 Dong, small bill. That's not even the biggest one. Next up, 100,000 Dong. Next up, 200,000 Dong. Still not done, watch. 500,000 Dong. That's 500,000 dongs. It's crazy. One thing that's not in my bag, because it would break my back, is this like 11-pound carbon steel piece of metal. This came from that. This is cool. This is actually on my desk every day. And I put it there to remember Michelangelo. I feel like this is a weapon. I can't believe I got it back to Austin on the plane. As always, folks, got to give a shout out to my wonderful shoe partner from Denmark, ECCO shoes. Rocking the LT ones, you know. Kind of feel like these are some hype beast vibey shoes, you know. And here it is. If you can't tie your own shoelaces, you too can wear shoes. And you just pop it down. Sometimes I feel like a safe cracker. Got it. If I may be so bold, Elliot, would you please throw in a clip from Greenland showing our new ECCO shoe, which we are super excited to come out with. We went onto a iceberg, which in hindsight was very dangerous, but we are all here to tell the tale. And so now we're gonna go out and hit these clubs together on the golf course. We're gonna talk about each club, the feel, the shot, and ultimately, if 2025 is the year to go low. I feel like it is. Pretty excited here at the home club here in Austin. We're gonna hit a couple shots. We'll play like 3 holes, just get some feels. We got the Uneekor set up, so we'll get some numbers here. Opening hole, pretty innocuous. Just looking for a little cut up the left side. Yeah, that felt nice. Should be right in the fairway. 279 carry, 165 ball speed. I like this club. Yeah, I'm gonna say I like this club. I'll take it. I mean, the pin's 120, playing 118. It's way in the back. I'm just gonna play a soft 50 degree. That feels good. Yeah, middle of the green. I'm gonna guess it carried 109. 101. So what happened there is I hit a little high on the face, which you can see. In fact, my extraordinary grooves just deleted some of the golf ball within itself. I hit the ball like a hair heavy. That's why there's a little dirt on the front of the face. And at the same time, I chewed up some of the golf balls. So 101 carry, but hey, look, you know, safe. These are the 3 wedges that I'm gonna give away. So comment on this video. I'm gonna pick my favorite comment after, we'll call it a week. Then I'm gonna go through and pick, and I'll send you the wedges. So that's it. We got a 50, a 54, and a 58. Stealth black, H-grind. They're great wedges. So far, like, really love the way the putter feels. The weight is really nice. And it just feels like a natural open and close kind of sensation. Also just love the simplicity of the all black. Like I said, early takes are, been getting the speed down. I mean, this is probably going in. Not a bad putt, actually, from 40 feet. but that's a par. Ooh. Short par 4 here. Name of the game is kind of 5-wood, a little bit right of the left bunker there. I wouldn't be surprised if this carries 245, something like that. And mostly on my swing, I'm just trying to keep that head down and just get through it. Not let it overcut. I was not expecting that to draw. Yeah, 258 carry. That might be in the bunker. But again, I love these clubs. Here's a great example of how I would use Arccos here, as you can see. So on the ground, 118 to the pin. Atmospheric and everything else included, 107. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a soft sand wedge here, 54. I might need to sit. Middle of the green. Cool, so not a bad shot. Honestly, you know, you got a short pin, missing long is good. Kind of just, Annika Sorenstam, she always said, aim at the middle of the green, putt to the edges. Yeah, hit that one a little hard. Came close though. I will say, the thing I've noticed with this putter is I'm still refining the putter. Like I've only played like 2 or 3 rounds with it. But overall, I feel more confident with it and I feel like I'm getting closer at a first glance. Nice. Ay, ay, ay. God, man, even par through 2. Guys, like this, should we just turn this into a course vlog real quick? That'd be kind of funny. All right, par 3, let's do it. Haven't hit an iron yet. I've just hit wedges and drivers. Right, so middle of the green, I've got 50 on the ground, playing 48, maybe even 42, which is crazy. Pin, right center, trouble, right. I'm actually looking almost like splitting the bunker and the pin. Maybe a little bit further left just to feel comfy, you know? Yeah.
Jeez.
So a little long.
Oh, it's
My favorite thing about the irons that I've noticed so far is consistent shot shape. So I feel like I am in a position where I can always hit a cut. It's kind of always gonna have the same trajectory. And you know, I feel like I look down and I'm always seeing this like natural divot pattern. So, you know, it's a vote for ping, it's a vote for the dot system, it's a vote for getting fitted ultimately. And having a selection of shafts to play with. Come on. Oh, man. So that was a good putt. That was a good putt. All right. Guys, well, it's been really fun walking through my clubs, walking through the decisions, walking through all the incredible changes in my golf bag. I'm looking forward to hearing what you're changing in your golf bag this year. Any questions you have about the clubs or how I'm feeling about them or places to get fitted or things like that. But now it's time for me to say goodbye so that you can say hello to a sneak peek of Break 90 Sawgrass.
I'm about to play the hardest course on the PGA Tour. Why? To see if an amateur golfer can break 90 from the tips. Fortunately, I'm not alone. Sean Walsh from Good Golf is attempting his own challenge of breaking 75.
Never a doubt.
There's hazards around every corner, slippery greens, and the most iconic par 3 in golf. This is Break 90.